My name is Bastiaan, I'm an addict. I got clean on the screen.
Bastiaan.
And I promised a friend to save him a reading, so I'm going to bring it to him. Yeah, brother.
No?
No, not the end. Yes, it's just for today. Because,
Thank you.
yeah, okay.
Bless you.
Phew. Thank you for your beautiful share. It was really inspiring. Thank you so much. But just for today was on happiness, but this really makes me happy. Yeah. Clean on the screen. First of all, I want to thank the predecessors, the people who wrote the literature and got into having the courage to explore what it means to be an addict. Not in the way that it's okay, let's fix it, but what does it really mean to be an addict? And the spiritual principles came out, and this is for me too the same thing. It keeps me clean, keeps me very vigilant of what I've got to work on. Because if I sit still, I cannot say, oh, this weekend, oh, London, no. It's a daily reprieve, and it's a gift that I get from the higher power. To be with, and I want to thank my sponsor and my sponsor. This sponsorship is so important. I finished my first round of steps, yay! And it's the inner work. I was good at telling stories, how you should behave yourself, so I would feel safe. Very good. Which also led to my being actor, theater, music. I like to perform, but now the performance is from the heart. I can no longer lie. I became an empty shell, very empty shell. And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I went to a recovery house, and in my 3rd month of my recovery, the pandemic hit and was stuck at home. I couldn't go back. And there was this beautiful soul, one of my fellas, she sent me the link to the 24/7 meeting. And that was it. I was hooked. Again, I was hooked. Yeah. Okay, but something did happen. I relapsed once. I made the plan to push that fuck it button. There it was. I said, oh, fuck it. And why? Because my father died 4 years ago and 6 days, 4 years and 6 days ago. My mother had a new boyfriend, everything was hunky-dory, yoo-hoo, everybody was happy, and then the complaints started to roll in. I said, okay. My mother called me in distress and said, oh, what's happening? And I was so angry. For me, righteous anger has always been the trigger. Righteous anger, oh! And I started drinking the poison. I found a bottle of wine at my neighbor's in the kitchen, and that was it. The first one was in. Went to buy for more, and the next day I was sitting in my room realizing, dang, I was trapped again. That entity entered my room, I could see it. It entered my room, said, bend over, assume the position, you are mine. And then the rebel in me said, no, aha, this is how it works, you need me, I don't need you. Ah, okay. And then I said, no. That was the day that I made my decision, 22nd of April. So I'm almost 2 years clean. Okay. Thank you. It's you guys who kept me clean. And that's the thing. Even though on the screen it's maybe virtual, but in spirit it's real. It's very real, and it can be done. So back to Bastiaan relapsing and why he relapsed. There was this little boy in me who wanted to protect my mother. My father was a military man, alcoholic. I could sit on his lap as a child. He said, Daddy, I've got a tummy ache. And then his big warm hand would go to my tummy, and it would heal within minutes. But then 2 minutes later, he would burst into a rage, like, so the outside world wasn't safe. And I connected at that moment. I could connect with that little boy. And till this day, I'm happy to have a good contact with that little boy, and I do a step 10 with him in my arm each night before I go to bed. And I ask him, did we have fun today? Was I not too serious? And this brings me back to exploring the youthfulness and the spontaneous joy in life itself, which is so important. As I was structured, I was rigid. Oh, you should do this. I became a robot. So I was still stuck at home. The meeting was on. I couldn't even figure out how to raise my hand. I just had this device was my window to the world. This one for 7 months. And why? There was something that was so attractive in people sharing honestly. And I thought, whoa, what's going on here? It resonated so much with me. And I glued my ass to the couch. The first day, I cut my first day up in 50 pieces. Okay, now I'm gonna make breakfast. Good, 5 minutes is mine. Fuck you. Okay, good. Cup of coffee. 20 minutes. Good, that's mine. Haha. That's my heartbeat. Go away. And this is how I worked through the first days. I was afraid that I couldn't go back to my recovery house because I relapsed, but it wasn't a fair match, so I could finish the program later on there, which meant for me re-socialization, because I was good at isolating, and this big shell of isolation became so hard and rigid. So working with the budget, for the first time I started to do art again. Paint, make t-shirts. My musical instruments sounded totally different when I got clean. It was like, whoa, what's this? Ooh, that's harmony, yeah, man. I was a punk rock guy. Fuck! It's a good one at the time. It was the spirit of the age. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot. But the whole punk rock movement, for me it felt like a lie. It was a mask. And I was tired of wearing masks. I couldn't figure out why people were destroying themselves. I started to feel it's okay to be me. What? Who am I? Oh, I don't know. Who's that guy in the mirror? So I found myself a sponsor on the meeting. After a beautiful share he did, I thought, this guy, who is this guy? I had the courage to text him, would you want to be my sponsor, please? And yes, it's an honor. Well, ta-ta! And for the first time I met him Tuesday. He picked me up from the station. First time I met him, and we are like brothers and we have fun. So sponsorship here, it's a key. And thank you so much for taking me through the first 12 steps. Okay. Oh, welcome. Hop in. Okay, so. Clean on the screen. Oh, I just thanked my sponsor for doing the 12 steps. Well, thank you, brother. Okay. Okay. So I didn't know who I was. And why? Because I grew up in a dysfunctional family. So my father was a military man, my mother was a very highly trained, skilled nurse, which was strange because an officer's wife needed to be staying at home, drink sherry and take care of the kids. I've got one elderly sister. She is type ADHD, very narcissistic, and I was pushed out of the family unit. I was shy. Was the kind of guy who went to libraries, investigated history. The only place where I felt safe was in nature. And I could feel the spirit, the wonder of nature. Oh, and this wonderment, slowly I'm getting it back to, and it's because of the little Bastiaan, who finally has fun again, just to enjoy, say, oh, hello! And the serious one is, oh, hi. Good. So, and working with and giving back what's really given to me. When I was on a meeting, I knew, wait a minute, you guys kept me clean, so I'm going to give back. So the 24/7 marathon meeting was a lifesaver for me. Very inspiring, beautiful hosts. And I thought, this is, could I do this? Yeah, I guess so. So a little training and a lot of fun, and suddenly you're there, and everybody's there, and it through the airwaves, the spirit is there. Now, when I was Tuesday, I was in Rotterdam, and there was this reading on the station, because it's a station, people leave each other, and it read, the bodies may be separated, but never the minds. And I thought, whoa, that's what we did too. You are comfortably at home, behind your own screen, but the minds are not separated. We're working the same spirit. We're in there. And it inspired me so much to acknowledge, on the physical level, I cannot gain anything to get into recovery. No substance can soothe me to feel happy, to be me. It doesn't work that way. There's this spiritual hole that I try to fill with substances, and it almost killed me. And it had to kill me almost, because when I hit rock bottom, I knew, okay, this is it. And I finally was able to surrender. And I started to search myself for hidden weapons, resentments, all that shit. Oh, here's a small knife. Oh, that's the poison mouth. Oh, I'm not able to do this anymore. Because I'm part of nature. I'm part of humanity again. And it's a work in progress. And it's good. I'm able to make mistakes. I laugh about them. And preferably with other addicts. Tell a good story. Say, okay, yeah, I fucked up. Oh, yeah, I did the same thing. Yeah, you, okay. So, yeah, it's been an amazing journey so far. Things have changed on so many levels. I've got the freedom, because when I was in active addiction, I was enslaved by an entity, a spiritual entity. It's like a parasite that wanted to keep me in the space of isolation. And when I wiggled free from that addiction, it tried even harder. Because when you got a parasite, the moment you want to take it off, like a tick, it gives it poison, and it claws into your body. Well, for me it's the same with the entity of addiction. So the first one brings you right back where I stopped. And while hosting everybody who came back, it's the same story. There's nothing out there. Nothing. Which means, yeah, okay, that's an addict. That's an addict. I don't want to be normal. I don't have to be. I want to be Bastiaan. With the freedom of the blueprint that I've been given to really create, give back to the Creator. With spontaneous joy and say, ooh, I don't know what's happening, but keep on writing, keep on drawing, keep on playing what's that note? What's happening? Whew. And then the spirit flows through me. And the more I'm out of the way in the process of it can't be done, blah, 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 then I learn that it's okay to flow and be part of, instead of being set aside of and wanting, my life, I want to go here, I want to go there. No. I try to remain in the here and now. Future tripping, I was very good at it. Lingering in the past, very good. So I was a time traveler, and it was never in the here and now. And so getting clean on the screen. There were so many shares who inspired me to give back freely. And if you're new, what's this? Who are these people? It's okay. It's okay. Look in the mirror and say, I love you, and see what will happen. That's scary. That's some scary shit. And when there's something stuck, I started to write. I don't know what's happening, but there's something in me. Okay, let's feel. Let's go inside. It's an inside job. That's what I learned. And by writing and really, being very honest. I cannot There's no shortcuts here. I cut myself short so many times, till there was nothing left. And the transformation was that I was able to receive love and to feel the feelings and sit with them. Say, okay, you're here. Thank you. It's and let me wrap it up by a story that that I really love, that really inspired me. It's called the anger-eating demon. Okay. Picture yourself. There's this kingdom, and the king is in the castle, and everybody's happy. And the king says, "Okay, we're going to go to the neighbors to do some trade." So the king marches with his knights, who were friendly knights, and his horses. They went to the neighbors. Now, the moment the king left the castle, this little demon walked into the castle, and it went straight to the king's chair, and it sat down. And the guards were going like, "Ooh, what's this ugly creature? Hey, you cannot sit over there. Whoa!" And with each angry thought, each aggressive deed, the demon grew a little. And soon enough, the kitchen crew was fighting with the garden crew, and all. There was havoc in the castle. Now, this went up for a couple of days. The king returned, and he found the whole castle in turmoil. And his wife was crying with the kids in the tower over there. What's happening over here? So nobody even noticed that he was back. So he went to his own chair, the king's chair, and he saw this big demon. Wow, you, and the poison, the speech. And okay. And the king said, hello, I've been expecting you. Would you like a cup of tea, please? And with that kind thought, the demon got a little bit smaller. And soon everybody realized, the king's back. What? What have we been doing? Oh, I'll make you a pizza, monster size. Yeah, okay. And it went smaller and smaller and smaller. And they took care of it. They embraced, okay, you're here. And soon enough, the demon disappeared. It was like, and that was the lesson of the anger-eating demon. So the moment something comes up to me and wants to grab me and say, I've been expecting you, let's sit down. What's happening? And I go inside and feel where am I not following the spiritual principles? What is my blind spot? And if I cannot see my blind spot, then I'll ask a friend, what's happening? Do you know? Yeah, you're different. Okay, what's happening? Okay, how's your mom? Yeah, she's doing good. And then suddenly stuff will come up, and I'll be able to process what's going on inside of me. And okay, so I think that's it for me. So if there is a struggle, it is an opportunity to wiggle free and go for the gold. Usually it's right in front of your nose, so have a good look. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Bless you.